What's up, YouTube? It's your boy C Plowing again, and I got several things to talk to y'all about. Um, First things first. Anybody who has Yahoo as a homepage, which I know for a fact there's a lot of people. You probably seen the look, take a look inside of Charlie Swan or whatever. I don't know, but Charlie Sheen is going to be playing Charlie Swan. Yeah, I had to pause for a moment because Charlie Swan and Charlie Sheen, really, and both of them going through similar things. Charlie Sheen breaks up with his girlfriend and his career goes down the drain. So does Charlie Swan. You know what I'm saying? Drugs. Charlie Swan and Charlie Sheen. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of things in common now. And I forgot the director that's supposed to be doing it or whatever. But I go see that in theaters just to see Charlie Sheen make fun of himself. Charlie Sheen got Tiger Blood. Charlie Swan got Liger Blood. You know what I'm saying? Too coincidental, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, what else did I want to talk about? Besides that, um, this is the last thing I'm gonna say on the Soulja Boy and the fuck the Soulja situation. If he had a PR officer, those who don't know what a PR officer is, public relations officer. If he had one, then they would have told him that saying fuck the soldiers would have messed with his fan base. Now he didn't have one. All this money he got, as business smart as he is, advertising in every video he makes and just get money for no reason. You know what I'm saying? He put a product in his video. Bam, there's cash in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? He need to take some of those millions and put it into public relations. Now, to know that he truly feels that way, that's what he really feels, is beyond fucked up because these niggas don't even know him and they taking, the time and they got the courage to go to another country, any other country besides the US where we have military right now, and fight for this nation. This nation that he is a citizen of. To protect him when he goes to sleep at night. To keep assailants from other countries and other places from breaking in his shit. You know what I'm saying? These people don't even know us and they fight for us. You know what I mean? That's a great sacrifice right there. And I'd have been like, hey, I I love y'all, but I'm not about to put down my life for you. I'm sorry. Unless Jesus gives me a message, I'm not gonna die for nobody. Now I would die for my kids and my girl, of course, cause I do love her. You know what I'm saying? My family and friends and all. But for somebody I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know you personally, I love you, but I sure wouldn't die for you. I'm sorry, that's how a lot of us feel. But those people in the military, they put that aside and they die for us. You know what I'm saying? They getting shot, blowed up every second. You know how many people in the military die every year? It's ridiculous, but for him to say that, it's real fucked up. They over there losing friends. Hell, some of them over there losing family. Just cause they defending the nation. They trying to defend our rights and our freedoms. So yeah, that's really fucked up. But he needs a public relations officer because if he didn't say that, everybody would be, all right with him right now, and would nobody have no problems with Soulja Boy right now. He keep making his bullshit music, which I never really liked in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You keep that, doing them damn dances and shit. Come out with a damn dance every time you turn around. That's fine. Keep that. Let it happen. Keep popping it off and da 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 and all that mess. That's all right. Now, On to the Obama thing. People think that Obama is at fault for where the economy is now, and people think that the bill he put out in February of 2009 made it worse. And it didn't. He's not at fault. But because he's a Democratic president, while we have a Republican House and Senate, he has to come to what's the word? What's the word? He has to come to an agreement with them. You know what I'm saying? They have to negotiate, and they have to come to a common standpoint and put out a bill through that. And because it's being done like that, they're putting out bills that keep money in their pockets. That's how Republicans do. That's how they've always done. Democrats usually go through things. You know what I'm saying? When you see a Democrat, they weren't given a lifestyle. They weren't handed a lifestyle. They didn't have a trust. They weren't trust fund babies, in other words. You know what I mean? Now, almost every Republican that I've seen, had money given to them, had plenty of money given to them. Education not paid for federally, but paid out of their parents' pockets. You know what I'm saying? That someone was bullshitting, like Bush, for example. He went to Harvard and made C's. Who goes to Harvard and made C's and snorts coke? Really? But yeah, that's besides the point. But my main point is that Obama is not one man. I mean, Obama is one man. He cannot do this by himself. He's working with the legislative branch of the government. Now, if you took basic social studies, you should know this already. House and Senate, legislative government. And right now, the majority of it is Republican. There's not a lot of Democratic, seats being held in House and Senate right now. It's mostly Republican. And so, Republicans are going to vote against him because he's a Democrat. And they want to keep money in their pockets. Now, if they were willing, hell, speaking about that, they want to keep money in their pockets. On C-SPAN last night, if you were watching, I can't remember what the Republican's name was, but he said, "Do you know that how much these new bills are going to tax the so-called rich?" What you mean so-called rich, nigga? If you riding a Benz, you are rich. You know what I'm saying? Or wealthy, whichever way you want to put it. Let's say wealthy. But he said rich. You know what I'm saying? He said rich. He didn't say wealthy. He said rich. So you already know that for a fact that Obama is taxing the rich. He wants to tax the rich so that way people like you and me, can have a way to move up. Because with the bills that the Republicans are putting in place, another name for Republican is conservative. They want to keep things the way they are. They don't want to go anywhere. Because why? They're getting all the money. They get money from us. They get money from people like me and you who have to pay taxes every year. And they're putting it in their pockets. They get money for dumb shit. Last year, this bill is still in place, but you get $100,000 for maybe every 10 acres of unfarmed farmland that you own. And people figured this out, and they were buying, unfarmed farmland just so that they could get that $100,000 every year. And sorry for the camera shaking, but I don't have a stand to put it on, and it's kind of unsteady. But that's what it was, though. That's what they were doing. They were paying them for unfarmed farmland every year. And yeah, it's just dumb shit like that Republicans do. You know what I mean? And they scared to lose money. Don't put anything in there that's gonna make them lose money. They gonna be mad. I'll tell you what. But Democrats, we don't care. We know Democrats are willing to adapt for the people. That's why I vote Democratic. I didn't vote. My mom votes Democratic, but I didn't vote Democratic because she voted Democratic. I did my research. and I formed an opinion for myself. Now, everything that I'm saying right now, besides the fact that I watched C-SPAN last night and the guy said what he said, it's my opinion. Besides that, then you can do the research for yourself and see what it looks like to you. But that's what it looks like to me. And besides them wanting to keep money in their pockets, they want to keep the social standards the same. You know what I mean? They don't want to intermingle with too many people. If you can really understand what I mean by too many people. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But anyways, Obama is one man. He has there's 3 branches of government, and 2 of them are basically working against Obama. Especially one. One is the legislature is really working against Obama right now. The Democrats vote one way, but it's like majority Republicans right now. So who's gonna vote, you know, like the Democrat way on the Republican side? That's common sense. It's majority vote right now. That's what's going on. When the House and the Senate passes bills, they vote on them, and whoever votes one way or the other, whoever votes more one way, that bill gets passed. But if they vote the other way, it doesn't get passed. You know what I mean? And they have to come up with something else and negotiate and talk and all that and come to a consensus. But that's all I wanted to say. Obama is one man. He can give them propositions of his all day. He can let them hear his propositions and what he figures would work. But if it's taking money out of their pockets, they're more than likely gonna say no. And it probably wouldn't be much out of their pockets. You know what I mean? They talk about some millions. Hell, some of them billionaires. What are you talking about? What are you crying over millions for? You know what I mean? You driving a Benz today, hell, if you took millions out your pocket, you still gonna be driving a Benz tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here. Stop complaining. Help somebody besides yourself for a change. Deuces.